Welcome to the New Normal Podcast, a place where we say what everybody is thinking. Today, I have a firefight topic to talk about today. Today, we're going to be talking about is acting or portraying a gay man, the new dating strategy for men. Do men act or play gay so they can get close to the women, so they can be at the pajama party, the girls' nights, the girls' trip, and in hopes of getting laid? I don't know if y'all have been seeing the skits lately that the men are doing and playing as acting if they're gay. Like I seen one skit the other day, a dude was like, "Girl, your hair, whoop de whoop," and all this. And then he's like, "Get your number, can I get your number?" And after he got her number, he started talking in his regular voice. So, like I was saying, I'm gonna play this video real quick because I'm going to do an interview today. Oh, we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna chop it up with Juju. And the reason we're having this discussion because after I seen the video that I'm about to play for y'all, after I seen the video I'm about to play for y'all, I seen her in the comment section said it happened to her. So let me play the video real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Go back, Fred. Go back, Fred. Ladies, y'all know what time it is, right? I want to know how y'all suck dick. I need to see it. Show me, ladies. Show me. Yeah. You got this, sis? Go ahead. Let's see. I'm gay. Practice on me. Yeah, practice on me. I'm gay. I'm gay. Come on. Hey, ladies, you know what time it is. Let me see those TTs. Oh my God, Hercules. Let me see. Oh, they so perky. Oh my goodness. You okay? You good, friend?
Yes, y'all sleep good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, ladies.
Bye,
friends.
See you later. Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Call me.
Bye, ladies. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
So now I'm finna bring Juju up so she can tell us about her story. She been patient with me, and I gotta Juju, you there?
I'm here.
Juju, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now.
Okay.
I want to apologize to you for being late today. I was an hour late, and I just want to apologize because I appreciate people that want to come on here and tell their story, and actually helps with content, honestly. So let's talk about this. Do you think a lot of men nowadays, or there's a lot of men out there that may try to act gay to get close to women?
I do. I do. I never at the time this happened to me, I didn't think that. Like I thought, it's pretty much a straight line, like either you're on this side or that side.
Yeah.
But after this experience, like I had my suspicions, right? But after this experience, I definitely started to be more suspicious. Like, and I started to feel like not like nobody's really fully gay because you can't trust it. So,
So do you think the male friend that you were around that was gay, do you
mhm.
think that he was preying on you to get close to you like that, or do you think it's just something that happened?
Nah, I think I don't know about about preying on me, but I think it was premeditated. I don't
Oh,
think it's just something that just popped up or whatever. Like when we started talking, we were friends. He was basically like the first gay friend I had,
uh-huh.
and there was some flags there, like in retrospect, but I didn't. I'm like, I didn't really think much of it, but thinking back, it seems like it was pretty much premeditated. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Was your gay friend attractive?
he was attractive, but not like he was like a good looking. He was good looking for a gay guy. I thought, like
What does that mean?
he was good looking, but he didn't look like super masculine.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? Like he had good
he kind of looked
features.
he looked feminine though.
Yeah, he was good looking, but kind of soft. Like,
Oh,
like he had like mannerisms, things that were like kind of like a woman, but he had good features. Like you can tell, like maybe he looked like his mom or something.
how long ago was this that happened?
This was about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Hmm.
So take me through this story because you act like this story when I seen you in the comments was just so fire. So I just like I
Yeah.
gotta reach out. I gotta reach out. I gotta see what this story is about. Cause you said y'all was chilling and he put his hands on your thigh. One thing led to another. So let's go. How did this day go? How did y'all end up around each other? Was y'all just
Mhm.
hanging out? Was y'all chilling? I'm gonna let you take it. Go ahead.
Okay, from so we've been friends. We had been friends. I met him. I think like on Facebook or something like that, and we were talking, and we were just like kind of like virtual friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a truck driver, so he was always like not available. He was from the area or whatever, but he was always on the road. And so we would talk, and I would tell him about like relationship things that I was going through and stuff like this since like February. And his birthday was June. So we were talking, and then when his birthday came around, he said, "Oh, I have a good idea. Why don't I just come and see you? Like, around my birthday, I'm going to be in town or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that'd be nice. So we finally get to, be around each other,
Yeah.
whatever." And so I'm like, "Okay." So then I like cook for him, and he said he had like movies or whatever. We can watch movies, and so that's what we were gonna do. Like he was gonna bring his laptop. We were gonna like stream and like kind of like Netflix and chill and like.
Okay, hold on. So I'll let you go too far.
Mhm.
You met this person on Facebook.
Yeah.
You wasn't how is it that you can get acquainted with somebody so fast through Facebook? This is what I gotta know.
Well, we were talking and on Facebook. He was like in one of the Facebook groups I was in.
Okay.
It was like a huge group though.
Okay.
And so
What was the group? What kind of
oh,
group was
I don't even remember what the group was, but
it?
it was something for like no, it was something for Charlotte, like because I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. So
Okay.
it was like 704 something or whatever, like people who live in Charlotte.
Okay.
And it was like, but it was like a huge group. And I said something, and he commented on my post or something like that, and then we started talking in the DMs, and then I was like, yeah, blah blah blah, blah. And he like announced early on that he was gay.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, "Girl, it's not even nothing like that," or, like it. And so I was like, okay, I never really had a gay friend, but he was like, yeah. So I basically felt safe talking to him because I knew that it was never like on like a sexual type of thing
Oh, so
and
it
stuff
felt like
like.
you can make a connection with somebody without the sex and
Right.
have that
Yeah.
the male aspect. Why do women look for friendships in men?
Well, I think because like, and basically how he sold it to me too was like a male perspective, and even to this day, like side note, I have gay friends at work now, like
Mhm.
gay guy friend, and he was like, "What you need is a gay best friend and stuff like that." So like they sell it to you, like they can give you the male perspective without like wanting to have sex with you. You know what I mean, or whatever,
Is
and you can.
is
Yeah.
is that good for y'all? Do y'all get like great tips from gay men on dating and stuff like that?
Well, they have a good. I mean, like I'm thinking to most recently the guy who I'm work. The people that I work with, they give you like, well, this, and that. They can give you an introspect to what men are thinking. So I feel like they know better than or it's thought that they know better than we would. So I guess so. I guess we really trust their opinions because it's like, okay, they can answer questions that might take us longer to answer because we're like, what does he think? He's like, girl, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Like, it just makes more sense.
So you think that a homosexual man can give you a great perspective on men that you want to date when they don't act the same or have the same mannerisms or thought processes and stuff like that, even go after the same type of dating partners? Like you just thought that was gonna be good.
Yes, yes. It's like I guess it'd be like on the opposite side too.
Mhm.
I guess how men would like get like stud girls, friends or whatever.
Man, when niggas get any kind of female that's close to them, they be trying to smash, even if it's a stud. Sometimes, hey, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I've been guilty of this too. I've been cool with a stud, to smash it, to see what it was like, to see like, oh, you kind of your ego kind of take over, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit that, I'm gonna turn you back straight. You know what I'm saying? That type of mindset.
I never would have thought of that. Like, I would really think you were trying to be friends. I
Nah.
guess we don't think that far. We don't, but basically that's how they sell it to us.
Mhm.
And we think that, like, we believe that, because it's like, it's kind of like a struggle to understand
Yeah.
a lot of things that men do, because you're like, you're mental based and we're emotional based. So
Mhm.
like, any help, I guess, any help in that realm. So that's how it was sold to me. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And so, but when I would tell him about the dates and stuff, it seemed like he was kind of weird about it.
Mhm.
Like, I would be like, yeah, this girl, you need to he was like telling me to curve everybody. And I'm like,
Oh.
everybody is bad. Like, he's like, yeah, that girl, he probably cheating on you, girl. He got it. And I'm like, damn, I'm shooting like zero right now. Like, everybody. I started feeling like a
You was
way,
shooting
like,
like zero.
yeah, because everybody I would tell him about, he was like telling me how they were like trash, and I'm like, like, damn, like, I really don't know how to pick. Like,
Yeah, he definitely wanted you real bad. Darius said on my Facebook, Darius said, yeah, yeah, they bad because he wants you, LOL.
oh my god,
That's exactly what happened.
man, yeah, he tricked me, but so he came, so I cooked for him, right, and I made like homemade lasagna and
Can
like
you cook?
salad. I cooked it, yeah.
Can you cook though?
Yes, I can cook. I can definitely cook. I'm from Miami. I definitely put my foot in it. So it was really good. And he came and he was like, so he got the little thing, and I guess he had Netflix and put the Netflix on the TV, and we were sitting there. And then like we're watching the movie and I'm like, oh, this is good. Oh, yeah. And he's at first, it was real chill. He was just sitting there, and then he scooted closer to me, like close to like the middle of the movie. I'm like, okay. Um, it was kind of weird because I was like, all right, whatever, it don't matter. Whatever. He just whatever. I didn't even think. I thought it was kind of weird that he's like took a whole like leap to the other side of the couch, and I was like, okay, whatever. Don't stress. It's your friend. So then he put his whole wide hand, like big as like he can palm a basketball hand, on my thigh, and
Hmm.
he looked at me straight in the eye, and I was like, so. So I tried to act nervous. So we just started watching, but he had his whole, and my thighs are big, mind you. It's
Hmm.
not like a little, like he took his whole palm, my whole thigh. I'm like, okay. So we watching the movie, and then he started to rub, and I'm like, So then I started to feel like
So
I'm
so
getting
so hold on before we go too far. You say your thighs
mhm,
are big. Are you thick?
big,
You
big thighs.
thick.
I have like,
You
yeah,
thick. You
yeah.
dragging that wagon.
I do like my hips are 52 inches, so I have a lot of
Oh snap!
hips in, but
You
yeah.
seen all them thighs and hips and ass in person. So I gotta hit this. I fuck being gay today. All right, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, so he grabbed he put his whole, so I'm like, all right, so we're watching movie, and I'm getting kind of sleepy, so I'm thinking, is he gonna leave, or you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm tired. I cooked and I did all this shit. I'm tired, and he just rubbed my thigh, and plus I don't know if that's put me to sleep either. But I'm like, all right. So then the movie comes to the end. I'm like, all right, well, and he's like, come on, no, I have this other one, some kind of sci-fi movie he wanted to watch, and he was like, I can put it on my laptop, which he brought with him. And he was like, I have a laptop in the truck. I put on a laptop, and because I didn't have a TV in my room, and we can just watch it in there. And I'm like, okay, okay. So then we go to my room, and he sets it up there, and I'm looking at this laptop like I'm gonna fall asleep soon. Like, I'm so tired. so we try to watch it or whatever. And so then he's like, no, you fall asleep. So turn it up, like he put it at the foot of my bed, right? And so then I'm trying to watch it, but of course from that angle you can't see it that good. And I'm only getting sleepy. And so he's like, no, come on, or whatever. So we turn the other way, like face toward the foot of the bed, right?
Hmm.
And so now I'm like on my stomach, and he's on his stomach, and I'm trying to pay attention, but then he starts rubbing my butt, right? And I'm like, oh, here we go, whatever. But I'm like, but he's gay, you know what I mean? So probably he likes butts, you know what I mean? And I'm his friend, so nothing, not nothing. Yeah, but kind of, but not really, you know?
So you think just because the way you're shaped and you were laying on your stomach that it was okay because he's gay?
Yeah, I'm like, he probably likes butts. You know what I mean? Because he's gay. You know what I mean? My butt is sticking up. I'm thinking he likes butts or
But
whatever.
it's a girl butt, because then that comes back to the question that a lot of people have. If you like anal, let's say if you're a dude and you like to have sex with dudes in
Mm-hmm.
the butt, why you want to just sleep with a woman that has a butt?
I think all people love butts. Women, men, gay people, everybody loves butts.
I like women, but trust me, a woman butt looks totally different than a man's butt.
Yeah.
And not to be gay or anything like that, but I played sports and you changing out in the locker room. Trust me, a man butt compared to a woman's butt looks absolutely nothing the same. Hips, thighs, the dents, the dimples, like a woman butt to a man's butt is just night and day difference. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, it's a butt. So that's from my perspective.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's a butt. So he was doing that, whatever. And then
Mercedes said, "Girl, what?" she
I
uh,
know.
she said, "I think a gay man is equivalent to a home girl. They have the mindset of a female. I'll call my dad and my brother for a male perspective." Then she said, "Gay men are no longer thinking like men once they
Mm.
take Peter Wacker. He thinks just like us."
That could be true, but this was my first time being friends with, a gay guy. So, or having him as my best friend. So that's probably true. That's probably true. But then a lot of women don't have like brothers or dads to talk to either. So
Yeah, you're right.
there's that too. But yeah, so he did that. We're watching the movie, okay, that's fine or whatever. So then I'm like, after a while, I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I flipped the other way. I'm about to go to sleep. Anyways, I flipped back. I went to sleep. I turned to the side like I'm about to go
Okay,
to
hold on.
sleep.
So let me. This is the
Hmm.
day y'all had sex, but how many
Hmm.
times have y'all been around each other before this?
It was the first time.
So this the first time y'all around each other. He
Hmm.
think he's gay. Or y'all
Hmm.
conversations on the phone, did he tell you that he was in a relationship? He slept with
Mm,
men? Like, was he going on
mm,
dates? What?
he would talk about guys like, oh, he's cute or he's fine, but he never told me like about like an ongoing relationship that he had.
Okay.
Basically, I was under the impression that he was like always on the road or whatever, that he just didn't have anybody regular he was with.
Okay.
Hmm. So we watched it. He did rub my butt then, and I was like, whatever. Like I said, I didn't think nothing of it. I flipped the other way. He was still down there for a little while. The next thing I know, like he came spooning me, right?
Mhm.
When he spooned me, it's like he stabbed me, right?
He
In the back.
stabbed you.
He stabbed me in the back with his penis because it's like he was hard. And I felt
Oh
it on my
damn.
butt.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I reached back, right? I reached back and his dick was probably down to closer to, it was the longest dick I've ever felt. Like I'm reaching my hand back here and this hand is going down and down. I'm like, what the hell? So
Oh,
then I'm like,
he had
okay.
them motherfucking schlong for you.
Yeah, I was, that was I still can't talk about it, but it was like a lot. So I'm like, okay. Well, then now I'm like, oh, like now I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, this is like an experiment now because, like, I've never seen nothing like that before. So then,
Okay, so since he pulled it out and it was big, if he pulled it out and it was small, would you have a different reaction?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have.
Got it.
I probably wouldn't have. But that was at that point, it was like a challenge. And I'm like, what the hell? So now it's like, you know what I mean? But before I can really say anything, because I was curious, I can say anything. I guess things just, we started like, it just started going. It just started, it kind of like took on like a life of itself or whatever. And then it ended up being like a lot for me or whatever. And he like kind of like knocked me off the bed. Well, actually didn't knock me off of the bed. And jumped off the bed and kept on going. And so, yeah,
Okay.
he takes after me.
Oh, he came
After
after
I was
you.
on the floor, yeah, he fucked me off the bed.
Oh, you trying to get
And
away.
yeah, yeah, like I'm like, all right, once I'm on, like the floor is the safe zone, but now he jumped off the bed like a wrestler and just kept on going. And I was like, okay, but that was a lot. That was a lot. I was exhausted after that. Yeah,
So was
yeah.
was the experience worth it?
I've never had an experience. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like the aftermath, the physical itself, I probably never have. Will see something like that again. So
Mhm.
I guess for that part it was worth it. But like after that, it was really weird between us because I didn't know what to think of him.
So did y'all continue to have sex after that?
No, no. After that, like I said, I was exhausted. That was the most I've ever attempted. And we've like I went to bed after that. Like I
No, I'm
couldn't
talking
take
about
the
just in
rest.
general after any
No.
other. Okay.
No, because it got weird between us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like the next time I talked to him, I was like, "So are you gay?" And he was like, "Girl." So, so that was that.
What was his explanation of trying you like that?
He was acting like it was like so preposterous of me to ask and kind of like avoiding it. Like, girl, whatever. He didn't come out with a full explanation at all. This is why we never can do it again because I was hella confused. Like, so what does this mean? You know what I mean? I got to being a woman with the
Mhm.
emotions. Like, what does this mean? Like, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I don't know. I didn't know what to think about it, but we end up like not being cool anymore or whatever because I felt like I needed more. I need to understand what that whole thing was because I kind of felt it was premeditated. Because how'd you have all the shit ready? You know what I'm saying? So
He
yeah.
probably do that a lot, and then, like you said, if he has a extra long, above average penis, I'm pretty sure he
Mhm.
probably get the reaction from a lot of women nowadays, especially how
Mhm.
women on social media, from what I see, talk about how they need a big Peter Walker. So, like you said, a lot of women seem to be like, "Oh, I got to try this just to get the experience." But from what I
Mhm.
hear, even when women try stuff like that, it's like, nah, that's too much. Like
Yeah, yeah. Like I
in
said,
in
I got knocked
theory
off the bed.
in theory, it sounds good, but in reality, maybe not so much.
Yeah, and they're really rough. Like he was really rough, or whatever. Like yeah, like tossing me around and stuff. So he was stronger than I had ever imagined. This is
Okay.
not what I thought. This is not how I thought things was gonna happen. But
He's
yeah,
still a man?
yeah, I realized that. So at the end, like about midway through, I'm like, okay, because like his muscles came. He was really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
wasn't like I thought.
so you never worried about, like, with, homosexual males about, like, STDs and stuff like that? How HIV is really rampant in that community, especially for, black men?
hmm At the time, I didn't even like I said, it didn't cross my mind. After which, it prompted me to ask him all the questions, which was probably why he was annoyed with me and stuff like that. But at the time, it didn't. I didn't even think. I didn't even know. I didn't cross my mind. It did not cross my
But
mind.
but you said after it crossed your mind?
After, yeah, I'm like, are you seeing like how often do you have a man? Do you have a woman? Like I was all like, a million questions because like that you would ask somebody you really going to have a relationship or somebody you intend on sleeping with, but it
Mhm.
was just like a thing that kind of happened. I was like, kind of caught when the emotions of it, I guess, or however
Mhm.
that happened. Yeah.
So, what is a prerequisite that a man must do to sleep with him? Like, what did that what
Then or now? Like then?
just what now? I guess now.
Oh, now? I think definitely now. Like this is like 4 years later. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes on as far as relationships and things like that. I'm not in a relationship now. But at the
Mhm.
time back then I was coming out of like when he met me, I was coming out of a divorce
Mhm.
and
How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm gonna be 38 this year.
Okay.
So yeah. I was coming out of a divorce and I didn't really I guess I was green on a lot of things or whatever because I'd been married for like 10 years. So I didn't know a lot, but now it's different. And being single, this long and stuff, you learn a lot. So
Yeah, how long you been single
mhm.
now?
um it's been 4 years.
How long were you married?
11.
11.
hmm
Why the divorce? You want to talk about it?
Oh, he was just actually it's kind of ironic.
Go ahead. What you want? Let's talk about it.
Oh my god. Um um he I don't even know if I. Anyway, he wanted to live an alternative lifestyle, and I found out about it.
What's alternative?
Alternative lifestyle was like the LGBTs.
Hold on, hold on.
Yeah, that's why I said it's kind of ironic.
So you were married to a man that wanted to participate in homosexual activities as well,
I found out that yeah, I found out that about him, and
and then you got cool with a guy
yeah, my
that was
first
supposed to
one.
be gay. Your first
Mhm.
guy you got cool with that's supposed to be gay,
Mhm. Was it?
and he wasn't gay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know for sure if he was with gay or he wasn't gay that night. I
Oh,
don't
he
know.
wasn't gay that night.
Yeah,
Oh,
he wasn't gay that night. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he went on, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, and as far as like the my ex like being queer, I guess he just, some people are attracted to those women that are like that, or the TS women and things like that. So
oh,
that
he likes trans women though,
hmm
where they still got to have the male hardware.
I just saw the face, and that was kind of like the end. I don't know what was underneath the skirt, but the top.
So,
Hmm
so my question is, was it him like wanting to explore other stuff
hmm
sexually with the same sex, or was
hmm
it that y'all made vows to not sleep with anybody else because you had
hmm
sex with a guy that was supposed to have been
hmm
gay? So,
hmm
was it the gay issue, or was it the cheating issue, or was it all encompassing?
I think it was all encompassing. Like
Yeah,
with my ex, I feel like if before you marry somebody, you should tell them if you have those kind of interests
yeah,
and stuff like that. Because there's a big spectrum of that now. Like I meet
yeah.
men who are into pegging and stuff like that. And I think
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So if you marry somebody, you need to let them know. I think that was my biggest thing. You know
mhm.
what I mean? No, no, not like any shade to like any community or whatever, but just let me know. Like if you like, you know what I mean, bestiality or something, let me know first. You know what I mean? That's all.
So if I ran down what are you
Mhm,
cool with that might be
mhm,
extreme to the average everyday person?
mhm.
Like, are you okay if your man asked you to come in the house and peg him one day? Would you be cool with that?
I feel like if has him come in the house one day.
You just randomly just throw a big scrap on the bed. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you this, but I just can't hold it anymore. Can you just stick the head in?
Oh my god! I actually know somebody like that. I actually know somebody like that that I've met during dating or whatever. And that
But I'm
that
saying,
was
would you be
mhm.
cool with it?
No. I wouldn't be good cool because if it was plopped on me like that, then no.
Okay,
No.
what if you
Like
meet a
if we
man?
had talked about it and we discussed it, then I might entertain it. If it is something that he's like, well, this is that, whatever, I might be okay with it if it's something that we discussed and like, what I mean, we're in a long term relationship, but not just like, not just popping it on. I'm not good with surprises. I'm
Okay.
not, I'm not good with like the secrets or whatever. And then so I feel like whatever you have to do, whatever it is, you have to let me know and we can decide. Okay, so give me a choice, basically.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's basic. Not just, hey, I need these 9 inches or whatever.
So
Yeah,
have you pegged a man?
yeah, because like I need to know if it's something I need to watch videos and see if this is something I can actually do or I got to let this go.
Did you hear me? I said, have you pegged a man before?
I have.
You have.
Hmm
How was that?
For him or for me?
For you.
For me, it was empowering.
It
It,
was
I feel
empowering.
like
You
I
felt
feel
like
like
he had the power.
it was empowering, but it was like a lot of core exercise, right? So it was like a lot in the stomach, and it was like a lot of push. Like it takes a lot of work to
Mhm.
do that physically, and so I'm like, this is a lot of work. So I was sweating like this is a lot.
He was getting a workout.
Yeah, I like put my leg up like this is a lot. So
So how did you view this man? Now, how long ago was this when you pegged somebody?
okay, this was last year.
So you pegged a man last year.
This was
If
last year.
if a man wants to get pegged, is he gay?
He says that he's not because it's a woman. Me, I don't know. I don't know. He says that it's not or whatever, but it seemed like it's like a close cousin too. It's like, you know what I mean? It's gay
Yeah.
adjacent at least.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close, but
Because
he's like,
even if I don't know what the strap
mhm,
on look like, but even the
mhm,
strap on that you put on, it might look like a
mhm.
penis, and it's still,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
it does. And then like during the time he's saying like fuck me and all this kind of shit like this. So I'm pretty sure it's pretty close.
So when it comes to men that you want to date, do they have to
Hmm.
be heterosexual?
Yes, they do. They do.
And you,
I don't think it should be like that. But that particular guy, we had that experience or whatever. But it's like, I didn't. I don't know. I feel like he's on his way to coming out the closet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's
yeah,
like a few steps away. So I don't think that you know you can't say it official until they say it. I guess. But
yeah.
yeah.
What's the wildest sex story you got to tell? You got the gay man with the biggest penis that you ever seen and had in the world. You say it was so big. You don't think you will ever come across something like that again?
No, I don't know what that was, but I do notice like a lot of like on Twitter and stuff like that. A lot of guys that they are packing. I don't know what that is, but
So do you have a promiscuous past where you have maybe you've been with one person
Mhm.
for a long time and not been out there or what?
Well, when I was married, I was with only with him, whatever, and even though he wasn't only with me, but I was only with him
Yeah.
and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, but then since then of course when you got divorced and that situation happened with him, and I was like, it didn't really work out because I don't know what that was. I don't think
So
there was no relationship potential. So
yeah, so did you turn up after you got divorced and just
Mm,
sexually experience and explore?
kind of, I think I had like a little whole stage there.
Mhm.
Yeah, too,
What
because
does
I had been married like for most of my adult life.
yeah.
So yeah, I think I had a bit of a whole stage there.
What does
So,
the whole stage consist of? Like, how many bodies you gotta catch to be in the whole stage, or does it like you sleep
I
with a
think
bunch of different women or what?
no, I
You
don't.
sleep with women
Well,
too?
I guess it's different for every woman, but I think it's like if you anytime you have like more like you don't have like a relationship, you
Mhm.
don't have like a long term, but you kind of like go, what I mean, you
Mhm.
date or whatever, and I think that there's long if you're not abstinent and you're having more than like one or two persons a year, I feel like it's like a whole stage.
Oh, 1 or
If
2
you have
a
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Yeah, I would agree because you gotta think about
yeah.
it. What somebody ain't never been in a relationship at all, and they was like
Hmm.
1 or 2 people for like 15
Hmm.
years.
Right, yeah,
And
yeah,
we gotta
yeah.
be real.
It goes
Most people are having sex with more than 2 people a year because you gotta
right.
think you're gonna like you said with somebody on the first night, and I could just think
Hmm.
about when I was out there,
Hmm.
if you're not sleeping on the first night, you're probably gonna sleep with them the second day or the third.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's almost expected, and then it's, if you're physically attracted to them, and it's like kind of like now, once you spend time with your stuff, you got toys and stuff like that, you can do that. But when you first come out of a marriage, you don't know what's, what I mean. You used to in house, you know what I
Mhm.
mean. So now you got to train yourself. It's like there's a lot that goes into that, and then somebody here come, you know, whatever, decline, like, damn, girl, let me give you a back rub. You're like, what I mean? Then you forget, oh shit, I'm not married to you, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like your body goes, your body turn, you know what I mean? It's just like, so it's like something it's like a discipline you have to learn being single rather than
So
being like married. Yeah.
so with sex and with women saying size matters when it comes to
Hmm.
sex and pleasure, from your
Hmm.
experience, is that true, or have you had better experiences sexually with people that may have been smaller?
I think it's not only size. It's
Mhm,
definitely not only size if we're talking about length. It has to do with length, has to do with width, and it has to do with the with education. Like people give hoes a bad name as far as like men, like he's or even hoes period, men and women. But the experience matters.
mhm,
If somebody who has experience with sleeping with people and they know the angles and they know their self, they can please you much better than somebody who's just big and don't know what the fuck they're doing. You
mhm,
know what I mean, or whatever. Like you have to be able to listen to the person's body, know the angles, know what to hit, and especially when you like have like a big butt or you have big breasts or something like that. A lot of people can't manage. There's like a whole buffer before
mhm.
you even get to it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you need some time.
that's what I tell a lot of dudes too, because I
Yeah.
know I know from having conversations with men, I said sometimes you have to you can't if you
Mhm.
like with thick women and you know this
Mhm.
girl got a humongous butt, but you know your peanut walker ain't that big. You gotta fight with
Right.
a lot of booty till you get there. And
Right.
that
Yeah.
may not be a good option for you. You might want to try that. If
Mm-mm.
you got a smaller penis, you might want to go for a skinnier,
Right.
smaller chick where you can maneuver around her. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain positions you
Absolutely.
ain't gonna be able to do.
Right, exactly. And then now I have it set on my head, or I'm like making all these like Cirque du Soleil positions to help you out. You know what I
Mercedes said,
mean? I
"Hey,
hate
Mercedes said in the comments, she said baby, a shrimp rocked my boat one time. Woo, size don't matter."
yeah, that it can depends on angles. I'm not gonna say a shrimp. I'm not gonna like for me it has to be something, but it definitely can't be like, you know what I mean? It can't be it doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah.
Like for me a good like 7 or 8 is good. So
Do you know 7 and 8 is above average? I'm
I think so. But I've
I'm
seen
just
like
saying, like women be saying that. And I'm like, bro, do y'all look at like research? Like the average penis is like 4 inches. And like 4 inches fat. Like it's not it's not that big. And so women be, I think porn messed a lot of people up too because you
mhm.
see what you watching porn and these niggas with 12-inch Peter Wackles. It's like, dog,
Mhm.
that's not reality. And like you said, I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
you had your fair number of men now.
Mhm.
And so if you seeing a man with
Mhm.
8 plus, then it's
Mhm.
like, okay, this is rare. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times women get
No, he was probably a good 11. This it was like by his knee. This it was crazy. Yeah.
yeah, that see
Yeah.
a foot long, you know what I'm saying? That shit
Yes.
crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But have you slept with women?
No, no, I haven't. I have like I have okay, so back to Charlotte. When I was in Charlotte, I dated a guy and he was a hoe. He was
Okay.
a hoe. Everybody knew he was a hoe, but he was very talented. And so we actually got into like a long-term relationship just on acceptance of, where we were in life or whatever. He thought that he would bring me a girl, like as a gift one time. And he set
Uh,
the whole thing up or whatever. And when it came time to like go face to face with it, I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Right
I
now, what
couldn't.
you was
I
thinking
couldn't.
about? What you was thinking about why you couldn't do your girl on girl experience, your threesome.
It was it was nice, but when I went face to face with her cat, I was like, turn around like this.
Did it
And
stink or something?
no, I just never. I didn't even know how to begin with that. And I said, you are very pretty. You're a nice girl, whatever. But I said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all finish because obviously, you know what I mean. Y'all had set this up or whatever. And I just kind of like talked her through it or whatever, and like helped her out. But I didn't want. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Everybody's gay. And they say everybody's gay until it's time to eat pussy. So
so you found out that day you ain't.
right, yeah, I
Oh
couldn't
dang.
face it.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. It sounds like
Hmm.
you had some wild dating experience. Any other wild dating or sexual experiences you done had?
Um,
How do you
whoa.
how do you view sex? Like, like, do you view it as a sacred thing? Is it something that people just
Mhm.
do? Is it natural? Is it something that people should hold close and dear to them, or should we just be able to throw it loosely without judgment? Like, how do you view sex?
Mhm. I feel like well when you as long as you're with somebody that mm, I guess it's complicated, but to me, I basically feel like it is something that's sacred, but it's also something that's natural. So I don't feel like when you're within sex and you're with a partner, somebody that you trust. I think it's mostly based on trust. If when you're with somebody you trust, then you shouldn't like have boundaries, right, within it.
Hmm.
So basically, that's where I'm at. So the problem that I have is like people want to do it so randomly that you don't get a chance to learn the person.
Hmm.
You don't get a chance to learn, and I think that's where the best experiences from sex come is when you're like building upon it. Like, okay, I know he likes his nipple sucked, so next time I'm gonna suck his. You know what I mean? Not like I'm not gonna see him next time, or I'll see him in a month next time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you think it has to be some type of connection there to have good sex.
yes, I definitely think that's a huge thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a huge thing. So that's how I feel. If you can find somebody that can you can get along with, and y'all, you know what I mean, you can keep it safe. I don't think there's a problem.
Okay, so you just
Mhm.
feel like it's sacred, but you need to find that
Mhm.
connection.
Mhm.
How do you feel about prostitution? Do you feel like it should be legal?
Mm. Well, I used to live in Las Vegas, so I
Damn,
guess
how many places you done stayed? We gotta talk about that next. But
yeah, I used to when I was married, I was living in Las Vegas, and so when I
okay,
yeah, so and then I moved to Charlotte, and that's when that happened. But yeah, I've met a lot of them, right? And so I feel like if it can be kept independent, then it should be legal. I think there's a lot worse crimes, but the problem is that when men come in and they're beating women for it and
mhm.
things like that, or when when they use people that are underage and things like that, I think that those type of things should be illegal. But if she's grown and that's the way she makes her money, I think there's worse crimes.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Hmm.
prostitution should be legal. Like one
Hmm.
minute, people are always complaining about
Hmm.
women, on like on Section 8 and stuff, living off the
Hmm.
government. And then the same time, you don't want to put them to work. If they want to lay on their back and make the money, you should
Hmm.
let them make the money to take care of their family. And you can actually do it in a manner where you could put them on, they pay
Hmm.
taxes through, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
pay taxes through prostitution. You can have it where it's an app and people get on the app. Like I thought this through. So you can have like an app where people sign up like a universal app, and if you're in a
Hmm.
different state, the girl got to go in there, and then like she has to have frequent checkups and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That gives her like access, or people can go and check like, oh, I like this prostitute. She's done
Hmm.
clinic clean, whoop the whoop. She had a checkup 2 days ago, or
Hmm.
it could be something. It could be regulated very well.
I think so too. And in Vegas, they had them have cards and stuff, and so you definitely have to. I think it's something because there are more people that are involved in those type of activities than anybody can ever imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody can ever imagine.
yeah.
So.
That's crazy. So yeah, I do agree. Prostitution should be legal. Obviously not the rules crap that doesn't equate to prostitution, like
Mhm.
underage stuff and abuse and stuff like that. But I do
Mhm.
think it should be legal. I definitely do. Um,
Mhm.
do you want to? Anything else you want to tell us?
I tell you something. An interesting experience I had recently.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So I had I have Twitter, right? And so I have a lot of people on my Twitter. This
She
was
gonna add me on Twitter too.
yeah.
Make sure you
So
add. I'm on Twitter now, so
you
I
are
interview on Twitter, so you could push it if you got a lot of people on your Twitter. Push it for me because I'm trying to build. I ain't got about 4 followers on Twitter.
okay. All right. So I have Twitter, and so this was a few months ago, probably like in March, and I've been talking to like you get to talk to people, especially when you have like a lot of followers. You get to talk to people that are celebrities and things like that, football players and stuff like that. I met a lot of people through Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I met a guy who was like he was an old school rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was from like the early 90s or whatever. And stuff like that. And I met with him and I think that was he's older of course now cuz like they're all like in their 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an experience that was an interesting experience or whatever, but um he told me something that was so funny cuz he was from New York. And he told me you can teach a class on how to suck my dick. And I thought that was so funny. I'm like,
Hold
okay.
on, hold on. So you sucked at
Yeah.
Peter Walker. He told you that.
He told me that after that.
You said you met an old school rapper and y'all
Yeah,
did.
he's a rapper from like the 90s.
Was it worth it?
Mm,
Was it fun or was it just an experience?
he was interesting. It was an experience.
I want to know who it is.
No. But yeah,
I
it
want.
was interesting.
I now I gotta know who it is. Who you slept with? That's an old school rapper
Hmm.
that said you could teach classes on how to suck Peter Walkers. Oh my god.
I know it's an interesting comment, right?
Yeah.
I was
That,
like,
I think it's an interesting. I think it's an interesting thing to say, but
uh-huh.
at the same time, it's like a lot of women don't know how to.
No.
Yeah, fellatio. And so
That's
that
something that I learned. I made a point of learning when I was a teenager. Like I was like, what watch videos before I even began to have sex.
mhm,
I would do the research or whatever
you
because
had to
like
do research.
yeah, because like well, because like I said, I came from Miami, and in the community I come from, it's important to like please your man. Like you have to know all the shit.
Mercedes said you going too fast. Don't hey, let us know who it was.
No.
Let us know who it was. She said no, don't let her skip over this. Tell us who.
I think he's still married. So
Oh, he was mad at the time too.
that was 3 months ago. He's still married.
Oh, that was 3 months ago. Y'all slept together.
It was in March.
So you okay with sleeping with married men, basically?
Mm, I think he's still married. I don't know if he was or not. But like when I went on his Instagram to look,
Uh-huh.
like 3 years ago, I saw. So I don't know if he still is.
Uh-huh.
But he never told me if he was or not. But
But
when
you
I
didn't
saw like,
but you didn't answer my question. So you okay with
mm-mm,
sleeping with married men?
no,
You
not
did?
really. Not really, but I mean, like I said, after which I wanted to look. I researched him on Instagram, and then I found like 3 years ago there was a post
Mm-hmm.
that saying, to my wife or something like that. So I don't know. I even asked my coworker. I said, "You think?" She was like, "Girl, that was 3 years ago. They probably divorced by now." And I couldn't find anything about it online, so I'm like, it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he is or not.
Wow. Look,
Mm-hmm.
girl, they gonna say you lying anyway, so tell us. I agree. I think they gonna say you lying too, so you might as well tell us.
They can say I'm lying because he know and I know.
I need to know. And look, I just met Juju 4 days ago. I just
hmm
met Juju 4 days ago on Facebook. I reached out to her, so I don't know. I'm just listening to her story.
Yeah, he don't know.
I don't know, so I'm letting her get this off right now.
hmm
I'm letting her get this off. So I have no clue. Nigga said
Yeah, I mean they can think
Darius,
they can think
Darius
that,
said
but it's
cool. Darius said it was Coolio.
not. Julio passed away.
Oh,
Yeah,
Coolio
Julio
is
passed away.
dead.
But it's
Mercedes
not.
Mercedes
It's
said
not as hard as you think.
Mercedes said Ice Cube.
It's not as hard as you think. It's
You
not as
didn't
hard.
say no to that.
I'm not gonna say, but I'm saying that it's not hard as you think.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
and is they from New York?
Uh
So it's a New York rapper, Dougie Fresh.
huh. Listen,
It's
no,
Dougie Fresh. Oh,
yeah.
that nigga was beatboxing on your coochie. God dang. God, it was Dougie Fresh.
we have to talk about it later, but I'll talk. Anyways, let's not talk about him no more. But it's not as hard as you think. It's not.
You just told me it was Dougie Fresh. I can tell by the laugh I got it right. He was beatboxing on the cootie pop. Dang. So do you see marriage in your future again? Do you like being single? Or what you want to do? How
Yeah,
many kids you said you got again?
hmm?
How many kids you said you got again?
Two.
You done having kids?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you see marriage again in your future?
Yeah, I think so.
Why you want to get married?
I think it's important to like have build a foundation. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It's more or less being with somebody that you can build with, and I think that's important.
Do you think people should judge people out for their passes?
No.
Why not?
Mm-mm. I mean, if it's a violent past or something where you know that it's going to hurt you,
Mhm.
yeah. But otherwise, if it's like experience and things like that, no, I don't because like a lot of men want to be with women who have sexual experience, but they get with a woman who doesn't, and then go out and cheat with a woman who does. It
Mm.
doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Just do what makes you happy and stop worrying about what people say. Whatever you have, like you know what I mean. This is your life to live. Age comes so quick, right?
Mhm.
So while your shit is working, right? Be with somebody who makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's it. It don't matter what it is. It could be, you know what I mean. I think worrying about what Peter say or James say or whatever it
You
doesn't
see
make sense.
you see what Mercedes said? I put it on there on the screen.
She said, well, other than Will Smith. I don't even know about Will Smith. I don't
What you
even
mean?
know. I don't know if I would see Will Smith because like this his wife even like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
But you slept with another man who married?
Maybe. I mean, no, not about her. But I mean, is he satisfying her because she cheated? I'm talking about because Jada cheated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Jada cheating. So you
Hmm.
thinking Will Smith ain't got no good pedo out
Yeah, maybe he's not really, I mean,
there.
good.
Or she could just be very a person that is very loose with her body, or somebody that wants to experience a whole bunch because it could be satisfying her, but another man could satisfy her another way because
Mm,
a lot of people try to act like sex is not multifaceted.
right. That's
Sex,
true.
some people are romantic, some people are rough, some people are 50 shades of gray, some people are,
Hmm.
prude when it comes to sex. So sex is so multifaceted. Some people have like to be pegged, like you said, some people like
Hmm.
to be dominated, some people like to
Hmm.
get the kick out having sex in different places. Some people had to have the certain size, some men had to have the certain type of tightness or bodies.
Hmm.
So like I said, it's so multifaceted that to just say she cheated because he might not have good pedo worker. I wouldn't say that. So then I gotta ask
Hmm.
you this question: Should
Hmm.
women cheat when they in love?
No, I don't. I mean, like I said, I was with somebody who was cheating on me, and I never cheated. So I don't think your body really even allows you to even think of things like that when you're in love. You know what I mean? Like you're focused on trying to work on this and make this better. At
Mhm.
least I was. You know what I mean? And trying to improve that. So I don't think that's a thing. It never has been for me.
Yeah.
I've never been a person that she like. I may have had different partners at different times in my life, but I don't like. You know what I mean? Hey, we're going to be together because I feel like that's deceit. You know what I mean, or whatever. So that depends on your character. So.
Yeah, I agree. But then I also
Mhm.
think if people have a promiscuous past, they have a propensity to have sex with a lot of different people, and they obviously like variety. That's why I asked about people's past,
Mhm.
because if you're a person and you see this person likes variety, and then you try to make them settle down, or sometimes because people try to act like, oh, you're grown, you should be able to say what you feel or how what you want in life. But sometimes we pressure men and women,
Mhm.
we pressure people into things that they don't typically want to do. And a lot of times we are manipulative because we know that the person that we're pressuring to do certain things don't want to really agree, but they do it because they take our feelings in that
Mhm.
moment above their own feelings, and above what they really want. So
Mhm.
that's always going to be an issue when it comes to like dating, because it'll be a man and he knows he likes a lot of women, but he really likes this woman, and he knows that to go further in this relationship or to have this woman just be with him, he might say, hey, I could be faithful and genuinely think he can do it. And then find out, nah, I do love this woman, but I gotta have some other women too. Like I like variety. So that's why
Mhm.
you actually should judge people by their past, because like I said, people might like variety, and maybe somebody want to settle down and really be serious. You just gotta that's sometimes, you gotta flip the coin and see what's
I don't know necessarily that it has to do with their background. You know what I mean? Especially for women, because like you can have a woman who's not had that many partners, but doesn't mean she doesn't want. She maybe not had that chance. You
mm-hmm.
know what I mean, or whatever. Like you giving it to a good. Oh, this is my. She only had one body or whatever. Let her get another body. Let somebody. If somebody if it has she slip up one time and somebody knocked that spot, then all of a sudden she like a road winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now she's looking for that shit like a crackhead. And she may not have had a lot of bodies yet, but she gonna get them. You know what I mean? Where it's somebody who's already experienced, or whatever. It doesn't mean that they always, now they know what's out there. Now they
Yeah.
know what's important. So it could be like the total opposite. Now they're like, nah, I'm good. I already had medium, small, large, or whatever, and I know that this is what I have. And when they once they, you know what I mean. So I feel like I guess I feel the opposite way, because I feel like once you know what you want and you've already tried that, then you're more, you know what I mean?
With
You're
that one,
able to
what you
focus on
just
one.
said, huh?
I said once you've already had that experience, it's not like you always want. Once you've already experienced it,
Uh-huh.
then you know what I mean. You're more apt to choose one. I mean, you hear people say all the time, "Well, I already fucked all. I already lived that life like anything else." You know what I mean? It's not like you get tired of it and now you know what you want. So
But
maybe when I'm younger.
what you're saying, that means that would mean people actually know themselves. And
Right.
I'm the person that believes most people don't know themselves. I think that's why you have so many people who participate in promiscuity or those type of acts or sleep
Mm-hmm.
around, and not necessarily sleep around. Let's talk about like people that do
Mm-hmm.
drugs, like somebody that can,
Right.
like right now, I know I don't want to do crack, but a person that's unsure of themselves might say,
Right.
let me try to crack. And, and then we live in a society that tells us that you don't know you don't know what you like or don't like if you don't try it, which I think
Mm-hmm.
is stupid. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
off top, like when that girl put that coochie in your face, you said, nah, dog, this ain't it. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like you knew
Right.
I ain't gotta eat this coochie to know that I don't want to eat coochie.
Right.
But we live in a society that say don't knock it until you try it, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't know if you like it or not if you don't experience it. And that's why so many people be getting these situations and messed up because they open
Mm-hmm.
themselves up to a lot of bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think most people know who they are. I think if you're dating someone, you have to watch them through all seasons because even the seasons
Mm-hmm.
changing, the winter, summer, spring, fall, make people act differently than they would if they would, like I said, the spring compared to the summer. I
Right.
know, like me, I'm a person, I come alive in the summertime, but then wintertime, I'm real laid back. I'm settled in the house. I want to cuddle up and be romantic with my wife. And then summertime hit, I'm like, oh, let's turn up, let's go, let's do this. I ain't necessarily, like even not to be too personal, but even sex is different between me and my wife during seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I know myself. I know who I am. I'm secure in who I am. And like I said, I will agree that like I've been out there enough to know that I ain't missing nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't missing nothing out there in them streets. Like nothing at
Mm-hmm.
all. Like it ain't no experience that I feel like, oh, I left on the table before I got married. It's not a woman that I feel like I ain't hit. I didn't hit the different nationalities and races and sizes. I like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I've done it, but I also know myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you necessarily have to go through the pitfalls of life to actually learn yourself. What you think?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Not everybody has to. Not everybody has to. But as far as me dating somebody who had experience, I wouldn't knock them because they didn't. I'm probably apt to knock somebody who didn't have life experiences over somebody who has.
Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
women are more open to people's past than
Mm-hmm.
men are. Men are more judgmental. I think by nature, and men have
Mm-hmm.
to be. That's part of the protection aspect of men. But women are more open to, oh, they're just past. They living life. I was young and dumb. They say all those stuff. But men, we hold each other accountable because I'm looking at if a dude do something that's crazy and he young, I'm like, oh no, that's you because men morally, I just feel that it's men morally are more their more compass is more stern or stricter than women is.
Mm-hmm.
And so if a man crosses a certain type of line, I know pretty much no matter where he's at in life, that's him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just like if a dude right now told me that he had sex with a man, I know you gay. Like it ain't you'll do it again because it's lines that I know that I'm not crossing as a man that I ain't got to worry about. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. What you eating over there?
Pizza. Yeah.
It don't sound good. You smacking and everything. Dang, I'm hungry too. I just left the gym. Anything else you want to say? We've been on here an hour. You told me I can have an hour of your time.
Yeah, you definitely
I
can.
I,
No,
I
that's
appreciate
that's
that.
it. No, I'm glad I got a chance to talk about it, and I hope that people start being more open minded.
I think so too. I think open minded, safe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real thing. Open minded and safe because I see a lot of people uh on Facebook when I stroll it's talking about like, people up around in my city right now. I ain't gonna say where I'm at, but they was like passing herpes has been a big thing
Uh,
and stuff like that. And I don't think nobody wants an STD. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that is cool. And especially when and that's what the part of sex that I feel like is sacred is the trusting
hmm
somebody else to give their body give
Yes.
their body to. And it's
Yeah,
like
safe
we
sex
all
is everything. You have to be safe because I feel like if somebody comes to you and they don't want to have sex, it's disrespectful.
yeah,
You don't know if I'm on birth control. You don't know if I have STD. I don't know if you have an STD. You know what I mean? I don't know if the person that you slept with has one. You know what I mean? I don't even know if you're gonna throw off my BV. You
yeah,
know, or give me like, you know what I mean, give me BV or throw off my. So my pH. So I think that is disrespectful if they don't ask you, if you guys don't talk about it before, if they don't, or if they don't use protection. Because if we're not in a committed relationship, we both been tested and things like that. I don't think, I feel like it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
We all make our mistakes, but no one going in there head first, like if you know you want to have sex, then you know what I mean. It's something that you need to discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to tell the people your socials? I'm pretty sure you be cutting up on Twitter because Twitter Wild West. I just got on Twitter this year. This is my first year on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, I'm late to the party. And I post whatever on Twitter and they let me get away with it. So Facebook, I be in Facebook jail a lot. So
Yeah. It's like free. It's like the free West out there.
as a matter of fact, let me go. What's your do you want your socials on there? Private chat.
No.
Okay, private chat
Okay.
to me real quick. I'm gonna find and see what it look like. We can
Okay.
talk about it right now. Don't
All
hang
right.
don't get up. What is it? Private chat it. You finna send it.
You gonna send it?
No, you send yours. Send yours to the private chat right now. So can't nobody see it. And I'm gonna go look you up. And I'm
Okay.
gonna tell them what I see. I ain't gonna tell them your socials, but you see the private chat on them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good thing you know how to work. Let me see what that say. I'm gonna tell y'all what her Twitter talking about. I don't know if this you. It look like you. Nah, this can't be you. You got 5
Mm-mm.
followers.
No.
I might be typing it in wrong.
Okay, here. Let me give it to you.
Yeah, I typed it in.
Okay.
Well, just
Ready?
yeah. So you got another one?
No, the top name is is that name, but just type if you put
Oh, I
at
see. I found
okay.
you.
Okay.
So we on her Twitter right now because y'all know Twitter be going in. I'm looking
To see what?
to see tweets and reply. Let's see what media she got on here. Because the way she talk, it got to be some porn on here.
No.
Okay, I don't see any. She might. She,
Mm-mm.
she
I'm
might. She
real normal.
she might be cool. She got. If y'all want to, she don't want y'all to know her socials right now, but she got some sexy pictures on here. Y'all should go follow her. She got 11.5, but y'all gotta find out who I'm talking to first because she know
I find out who you're talking to.
find out who y'all talking to. Cause we still gotta figure out. We still need to figure out who this New York rapper you slept with that's married
Yeah.
3 months ago. Y'all slept together.
Hmm.
2 weeks ago, he just said. As a matter of fact, you gave us a clue. She said 2 weeks ago he gave a shout out to his wife, and he a New York rapper. So y'all go find out who gave a shout out to his wife 2 weeks ago, and we'll figure it out. A
Mm.
90s rapper. Shout out to his wife 2 weeks ago. Y'all go find out who that is. We need to figure that out. Anything you want to say? I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna go find me something to
Mm.
eat.
No, get you something to eat.
You over there smacking on that pizza, it sound good and stuff. So I got
It's so good.
I
Yeah.
gotta get me something to eat now.
No, it's and hello to all your subscribers.
Thank you for doing the interview. We'll be in touch. We gotta chop it up again. I know you're gonna have some more stories for me. Energy.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be on what we talked about today. You know, you cool people to talk to, so it could be on anything.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thanks for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
It's the New Normal Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. I need to build up my channel. If you're on Facebook, y'all make sure y'all follow my page because I'm trying to build up the New Normal Podcast page. Follow me on Twitter. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all do that for me. It's the New Normal Podcast, and we go.